Russia is in an arms race, and fresh sanctions on its financial institutions would be an act of war, the boss of the nation's second biggest bank told business leaders last night. Andrey Kostin of VTB, a Kremlin-backed bank, said there is a growing threat of military conflict on the continent and warned that further economic restrictions on his country would be a declaration of war. Russian banks fear that America may ban them from a major international payments system known as SWIFT because of money laundering fears. In a warning that will be seen as coming directly from his ally, Russian leader Vladimir Putin, Kostin added that efforts by the NATO alliance of Western nations to build up its military presence are dangerous and could trigger an accident. The 61-year-old said, "We are at the beginning of a new arms race. NATO is asking for more weapons in Europe, and Russia will retaliate absolutely the same." Who will benefit from this? Only the generals and those who produce arms. Kostin's warning came as other business leaders talked up trade and boasted of global growth at the World Economic Forum. U.S. President Donald Trump was initially a strong critic of NATO before accepting the alliance as important. Members pledged to spend 2% of their economic output on defense, but, unlike Britain, many failed to do so. Trump has repeatedly called for members to pay that because America, otherwise, has to pick up the bill, and he warned there will be consequences if countries fail to do so. Kostin, however, claimed the U.S. is playing a dangerous game. Speaking in Davos, he said, "America is saying Europe should pay more for this. Who needs it? It is very dangerous." It comes as the U.S. Congress prepares to discuss sanctions on Russia next week. VTB and fellow Russian lender Sberbank are likely to be in the firing line and could be excluded from the international payment system, making it nearly impossible for them to handle cross-border transactions. Although Kostin could personally be banned from traveling to America or having a bank account in the country, he said this did not bother him. He is much more concerned about a crackdown on VTB and said it could lead to the drastic step of Russia and America withdrawing their ambassadors from each other's countries. He said, "Any economic sanctions against institutions, personally I say it would be like declaring a war. That is worse than a Cold War situation, and that is very dangerous. America is playing with fire because the relationship is going from bad to worse, and we are not responsible for that."